1971 was not a loud year. It was a heavy one. R&B artists weren't chasing hits. They were releasing feelings. Love, pain, confusion, hope, nothing was hidden. These are the top 10 most emotional R&B songs of 1971. Records that didn't just play through speakers. They lived in the heart. Number 10, The Temptations, Just My Imagination, 1971. This wasn't a heartbreak song you screamed along to. This was the kind you felt in silence. In 1971, The Temptations released Just My Imagination, a record built entirely on hope and the quiet pain of believing in something that never truly existed. The story was simple, but devastating. A man imagines a life, a future, a love so vivid, it feels real, until reality steps in and shatters the dream. No cheating, no shouting, no dramatic goodbye, just the realization that sometimes the heart falls in love, long before the world ever catches up. What made this song unforgettable wasn't the sadness alone, it was the restraint. The Temptations didn't rush the emotion, they let it breathe, and in doing so, they taught listeners a painful truth. And I say to myself, you're so. Some of the deepest heartbreaks in life are the ones no one else can see. That's why, more than 50 years later, Just My Imagination still lingers, like a memory that refuses to fade. Number 9, Aretha Franklin, Bridge Over Troubled Water, 1971. When Aretha Franklin sang this song, it stopped being a cover and became a testimony. In 1971, Bridge Over Troubled Water arrived like a hand reaching out in the dark. Aretha didn't just perform the lyrics, she lifted them. Every note carried strength, reassurance, and unwavering love. This was soul music at its most powerful, not fragile, not broken, but steady. In a time filled with uncertainty, this song reminded listeners that love doesn't always need answers. Sometimes it just needs presence. When Aretha's voice soared, it felt like a promise. If you look up, you don't have to face the storm alone. That's why this record didn't just comfort hearts in 1971. It still does today. Number 8, Al Green, Tired of Being Alone, 1971. Found a way to make you say. This wasn't heartbreak wrapped in poetry. This was loneliness said out loud. In 1971, Al Green didn't hide behind confidence or charm. He admitted the truth. In fact, I was just thinking about it. Tired of Being Alone wasn't about losing love. It was about needing it. Just like she says she do. You can hear it in his voice. The hesitation, the vulnerability, the quiet desperation. Al Green made loneliness feel human, not embarrassing. That you love me. In an era where men were expected to be strong and silent, this song did something brave. It asked for connection, and that honesty hit hard. Because sometimes the most emotional songs aren't about heartbreak, they're about the fear of being left alone with it. Chicago, I wonder if you love me. Number 7, Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine, 1971. If she's gone to stay. This song didn't beg for attention, it whispered, and somehow said everything.
Hey, I ought to leave the young thing alone, but ain't no sunshine.
In 1971, Bill Withers released Ain't No Sunshine, a record built on absence.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
The words were simple, but the feeling was heavy. That repeated I know, I know, I know, wasn't filler. It was the sound of someone trying to accept a loss they weren't ready to let go of.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know.
Bill Withers proved that emotion didn't need complexity, it needed truth.
Only darkness every day.
Silence became part of the song, and in that silence, listeners found their own heartbreak. That's why Ain't No Sunshine still feels timeless, because loss never changes. Number 6, Donny Hathaway, A Song for You, 1971.
There's no one more important to me.
This wasn't a performance. This was a confession.
Precious secrets.
In 1971, Donny Hathaway sat at the piano and told the truth. Not the polished version, but the honest one.
Melody. 'Cause my love.
A Song for You sounded like a letter never meant to be sent. Every line carried regret, gratitude, and vulnerability. You could hear the weight of past mistakes, and the hope that love might still understand. Donny Hathaway didn't try to sound perfect. He let his voice tremble.
And I'm singing this song to you.
He let the emotion lead, and in doing so, he taught listeners that real love isn't about pretending you never failed, it's about admitting you did. That honesty is what makes this song unforgettable.
Love is in there, hiding.
Number 5, Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, 1971.
You know we've got to find a way.
This song didn't ask politely, it pleaded.
Love can't conquer.
In 1971, Marvin Gaye stopped singing just about love and started singing about us.
Woo! Come on, man.
What's Going On captured confusion, pain, and compassion. In a world that felt like it was falling apart, war, injustice, broken families, Marvin didn't shout, he questioned, and that made it even more powerful.
To bring some love in. Hey,
His voice sounded concerned, exhausted, but still hopeful.
you know we've got to find a way.
This song proved that emotion in R&B didn't have to stay inside the home. It could speak to the streets, the nation, and the soul.
Everybody thinks we're
More than 50 years later, the question still hasn't been answered, and that's why this song still hurts.
just simply goes out.
Number 4, Gladys Knight and the Pips, If I Were Your Woman, 1971. This wasn't a love song, it was a warning. In 1971, Gladys Knight gave voice to a woman who had been loyal, patient, and taken for granted. If I Were Your Woman carried frustration, heartbreak, and a quiet strength that refused to be ignored.
That door, my love would overrule my.
You could hear the pain in her voice, but also the power. This wasn't about begging to be loved. It was about knowing your worth and daring someone to do better.
If you were my woman, here's what I'd do.
In an era where women were often expected to endure in silence, Gladys Knight turned pain into confrontation and heartbreak into truth.
Will she hang on your line?
This song didn't just express emotion, it demanded respect.
Love would overrule my sins, and I call you back from.
Number 3, Curtis Mayfield, Move On Up, 1971.
Toward your destination.
Emotion doesn't always cry, sometimes it rises.
And take the trip.
In 1971, Curtis Mayfield released Move On Up, a song fueled by determination, hope, and self-belief.
For a greater day.
This wasn't escapism, it was encouragement in motion.
Then the supreme best.
Curtis Mayfield spoke directly to those who were tired, overlooked, and ready to quit.
Though you may find from time to time complicated.
Every drum hit pushed forward, every lyric demanded progress.
There may be wet road ahead, and you cannot slip.
This song reminded listeners that love isn't just romantic, it's also believing in yourself.
Just a little faith, if you put your mind to it, you can surely do it.
When the world gives you every reason not to, move on up turns struggle into momentum, and emotion into action.
By and by, so in the meantime,
That's why, even today, this song still feels like a victory waiting to happen. Number 2, Isaac Hayes, theme from Shaft, 1971. This wasn't sadness, this was swagger. In 1971, Isaac Hayes redefined emotion in R&B by giving it confidence, control, and pride. The theme from Shaft didn't ask for permission, it announced itself.
Who's the black private dick that's a sex?
Every bass line walked with authority, every horn hit demanded respect.
Don't cop out when there's danger all about.
This song made strength feel emotional. It told listeners that survival wasn't just about endurance, it was about self-worth. At a time when representation mattered more than ever, Isaac Hayes delivered a sound that felt unstoppable.
You see, this cat Shaft is a bad mother.
Confidence became the feeling, power became the message, and R&B proved it could stand tall without apology.
Can you dig it?
Number 1, Marvin Gaye, Mercy Mercy Me, The Ecology, 1971. This wasn't just a song, it was a lament. In 1971, Marvin Gaye gave voice to a heartbreak bigger than romance, heartbreak for the world itself. Mercy Mercy Me, The Ecology, mourned polluted skies, poisoned waters, and a future slipping out of reach. Marvin didn't sing in anger, he sang in sorrow, and that made the message impossible to ignore. This song proved that emotion in R&B could love humanity the same way it loved a partner, deeply, painfully, and without conditions. More than 50 years later, the tears in Marvin Gaye's voice still feel relevant, because when the planet hurts, so do we.